welcome back. It's the back nine of the Battle of the Maritimes. Nova Scotia has a one-shot lead over PEI. It's Nova Scotia 4, PEI 3, New Brunswick 1. Dylan's up here for his first tee shot. He's looking at the Simon lot going high over those trees. Next up on the tee from PEI, James shooting his first tee shot on hole number 10. He's only one back of Dylan of Nova Scotia. He's electing to go backhand himself.
I can put in C1 and forehand.
There's James for his first tee shot on hole number 10. And rounding out this cards, hole number 10. Pierre, he's got some work to do. He is 3 back of Nova Scotia. New Brunswick took the first ever Battle of the Maritimes 2 years ago. And here we go. Let's have a look at the fairway at hole number 10.
There's 2 right in here.
Alright, here we go.
Who's green?
Their second shots on hole number 10.
He made it look easy.
Pierre is going first. He's the farthest one out. Throwing his second shot. And he puts it under the basket. He heard the pole hit. Alright, James. His second shot on hole number 10. Hits a tree, but it's still going to work out for him. Alright, Dylan's up there in circle 1. Probably a 25-foot putt to extend his lead if he can hit this. Here we go. On the green on 10, Dylan to extend his lead. And he hits the cage. He throws it short under the cage. So here's Dylan tapping in. And there's Pierre gonna tap in. And James is probably about 10 feet out to tap in to give them no points on hole number 10. Yep, and there it is. No points on hole number 10. Hole number 11, it's 345 feet to the basket. Dylan's back up on the tee. Couldn't extend his lead on hole number 10, so he'll try to do it on hole number 11. He's only have a one-shot lead on PEI. We have 8 holes remain. Here's James for his first tee shot on hole number 11. Like I said, PEI has never won the Battle of the Maritimes, so James is trying to change that this year. He's only one back of Dylan. All right, and here comes Pierre. He's got some work to do. He's 3 back of Nova Scotia. All right, let's go check out the fairway of hole number 11.
Take it my most stable distance drivers that go 70%.
Here we go. We are approaching the green on hole number 11. Nova Scotia 4, PEI 3, and New Brunswick 1.
Yeah.
Big putts here on hole number 11. Who's going to get started first? We're looking at Dylan to put the pressure on the other two. He's probably 20 feet out.
He put one in between the trees. You can do it too.
Here we go. Dylan to put the pressure on. Bang! Makes no mistake. Pressure's on James and Pierre. There's James between the trees on one knee. Needs to make this putt. He's about 20 feet out too, probably 25. To at least get a half a point to tie Dylan the hole. Makes no mistake. What a great putt by James to at least tie. Now, if Pierre puts this in, they get no points. This could be back-to-back holes with no points if Pierre can put this in. Pierre to tie. He hits the cage. James and Dylan get half a point each. Let's look at James's putt here through the trees into the baskets. Take and tie Dylan and get a half a point each. Hole number 12, 426 feet. Dylan's back on the tee. Here we go. Dylan's back on the tee. Hole number 12. Him and James just got a half a point on hole number 11. Some great putting. Here we go. His first tee shot on hole number 12.
Damn.
Here we go. James, his first tee shot on hole number 12. And here we go. Pierre for his first tee shot on hole number 12. 7 holes remain. Who's going to win the Battle of the Maritimes? Here we go. Fairway on hole number 12. 7 holes remain. Nova Scotia 4.5. PEI 3.5. And New Brunswick with 1. Here we go. Second shot for James. He's got a little work to do. Throws it down there nicely right next to the basket. There we go. On the green of hole 12. There's Pierre. Just outside circle 1. This is a big putt for him. Alright. Pierre, big putt here. Needs to make this. And throws it just over the basket. Alright, Dylan. To get to the 1 point, just inside circle 1. To take a 2-shot lead heading into hole 13. Makes no mistake. Let's check this putt out again on slow motion. Dylan hits this putt and gives himself a 2-shot lead heading into hole 13. Hole 13 is 334 feet. Dylan's back on the tee. He now has a 2-shot lead on PEI. We have 6 holes remain. There's Dylan throwing his first tee shot.
Oh, off the cage! Off the cage! Man, nice shot.
Alright, James got some work to do now. He's now down behind by 2. And last, Pierre. He's running out of holes to catch up. Alright, let's go check the fairway in hole 13. Nova Scotia is in the lead. They have 5.5 points. PEI is at 3.5 and New Brunswick is at 1. And we only have 6 holes left. Let's see how this is going to play out. Will Nova Scotia go back to back? Or will PEI get their first ever win? As we're approaching the green on 13. Some big putts to be made.
Well.
Some big putts to be made here on hole
They've got
13.
it Sandy Beach, yes.
Looks like Pierre was out of bounds, so he gets his meter relief. And I think also James was out of bounds too, so he gets his meter relief. So they're all each going to be shooting 3, where Dylan's going to be shooting 2 from his spot. So here's Pierre. Throws it in. Makes no mistake putting the pressure on Dylan. Dylan. He hits this, and he gets another point. Through the chains and out. All right, James. To at least type here. He chains out. Dylan's gonna tap in for 3, and he's gonna tie Pierre. And let's check this putt out one more time from Pierre. In slow motion. Look at that putt right in to the basket. Hole 14 is 187 feet to the basket. Dylan's back up. He just got a half a point. Now he has a 2.5 shot lead on PEI. We are now down to 5 holes. Dylan for his first tee shot at hole number 14.
Back on the
Pierre
road.
picked up half a point on the last hole. His first point since hole 5. All right, James is up here. He's down 2.5 from Nova Scotia. He's letting me go forehand. He throws it right up there.
Good.
And probably 5 feet from the basket. All right, let's show you. Hole 14. Fairway. Nova Scotia 6 points. PEI 3.5. New Brunswick 1.5. As we only have 5 holes remaining in the Battle of the Maritimes. There we go. Pierre. He's got lots of work to do. He needs to really pretty much put this shot in. Hits the pole on the bottom. Alright, we're getting closer to the green on 14. There's Dylan's drive. There's Pierre after hitting the pole, bounce 4 or 5 feet. Alright, big putt here for Dylan. There's James on the right. Probably, so he went a little more than I thought. He's about 10 feet from the basket. Alright, Dylan needs to put this in to put the pressure on James. He hits the top of the basket. Alright, James,
Rocket.
to get a point back on Dylan. And James makes no mistake. Nova Scotia 6, PEI 4.5, and New Brunswick 1.5. Hole 15, 154 feet to the basket. James is on the tee, and he just got 1 point
Yeah, and then hole 9, you said.
on the last hole.
This one.
4 holes remain.
There you go.
All right, Dylan for his first tee shot on hole number 15. And Pierre's tee shot on hole number 15. All right, let's check her out. Hole number 15's fairway.
You're in luck. If you made it past James's first 2 shots on hole 1, you'll get rewarded with bonus coverage at the end.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia, 6 points. PEI, 4.5. New Brunswick with 1.5. We got 4 holes remain. Who is going to win the Battle of Maritimes 3rd annual? New Brunswick's pretty much out of it. They can beat PEI if they go win every point the rest of the way out. So it's pretty much coming down to Nova Scotia PEI.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Pierre. His second shot. Needs to put this in, and he takes a rocket right at the camera. Almost took the cameraman out.
Damn.
Alright, Dylan.
Damn.
Needs to put this in. There's James' shot. Right next to the basket again. Dylan to tie James on the hole. And he pulls it
Oh,
to the
like another point
left.
for you.
James is making a comeback. James puts another one in. He's now only half a point back of Nova Scotia. Hole 16 is 298 feet to the basket. And James is on the tee, and he's only half a point back.
Then you can go over the top with a better angle.
Yeah, if you're gonna be tailwinds more like someone doing.
Yeah.
Pitching out here, then going
Yeah,
down.
pitch it back.
Yeah.
Easy 3.
40 every time.
Alright, here you go. Bonus coverage.
There we go. James. Tee shot on 16. Throws a roller, hits the tree, and goes
Try
right.
fucking roller.
Yeah. I don't like this. That's just me.
Dylan for his first tee shot on hole 16.
Looks like it.
Pierce tee shot on hole number 16.
It's the gap.
All right, let's go check out hole number 16's fairway. Nova Scotia 6, PEI 5.5, New Brunswick's 1.5.
Oh yeah.
PEI won the last 2 holes. They come within only half a point of Nova Scotia, with 3 holes remain. But James got some work to do on hole 16.
Number 2.
It went in the tree.
Here we go, moving closer to hole 16's green. As we're in the middle of the fairway right now. Look for the second shots.
Where's yours at? Right there?
My second is up there.
Damn.
All right, James is up here.
Eagle up there?
James for his third on 16. Hits another tree. All right. Here's Dylan's second shot on 16. All right, here's Pierre. Second shot on hole 16. Puts it up there nicely right under the basket.
Yeah.
Either of us make it, it's an instant win.
James for his fourth. All right, Dylan for his third. Put this in. Pierre's already under the basket. And up and over the basket on 16.
High.
And as Pierre's walking up, Dylan threw an extra shot, so he's just going to putt this one. But Pierre took the hole for New Brunswick. All right, New Brunswick takes the hole. They get 1 point. Hole 17 is 179 feet. We only have 2 holes left.
Okay.
Pierre's on the tee here. He took the last one on 16. Nova Scotia still hanging on with that half a point lead. Here's Pierre on 17. Here's James. He's half a point back of Dylan. He hooks it to the right. Dylan, his tee shot on hole 17. Just deep. Up past the basket, deep. Here we go. Hole 17's fairway. Nova Scotia 6. PEI 5.5. New Brunswick's 2.5. We got the putts on 17, and we have hole 18 left. Who's going to take it? Nova Scotia is up only by a half a point. Some big putts here on 17. as we're getting closer to the green on 17. Here we go. James got some work to do. Probably at least 30 feet out or more. And he hit the cage. All right, Dylan pretty much can put this game away here on 17. He can put this putt in. And he chains out.
Well, we're going to have a finish.
Pierre gets the point. This is it. Hole 18, 197 feet. Pierre picked up another point. But it's a little too late for him. It's down to Nova Scotia PEI. Half a point separates them. Pierre on hole 18. Throws it.
Chained out! He chained out on 18! Wow. Oh my god.
Alright, James. He is half a point. PEI has never won the Battle of the Maritimes, so James is trying to at least win this hole or tie it to force a playoff. He throws it, hits the tree, he's left. He's in the middle of the fairway. He's got some work to do. Dylan won on 18 last year in the Young Guns edition of the Battle of the Maritimes. He put her right down the fairway and was probably 15-20 feet of the basket and drained it to win it. He's looking to do it again. He put it on the fairway. He hooked it right. He's under the trees.
Last year.
Probably 15-20 feet, a little further than last year's shot.
Yep.
All right, hole of 18. We're going down. We are getting down there. Nova Scotia 6. PEI 5.5. New Brunswick 3.5. New Brunswick Pierre came alive the last couple holes, but it was just a little too late. James got some work. James pretty much has to put this in to put the pressure on Dylan. He's down there, but didn't put it in. There we go. We're getting closer to the green on 18. Nova Scotia hanging on with a half a point lead.
Damn.
Dylan's looking to go back to back on the Battle of the Maritimes. There's Pierre. He came out of the basket and dropped underneath for an ace. There's Dylan. He's under the trees a little further than he was last year when he won this event. Dylan puts this in, it's all over. And he chains out, but Pierre's going to tap in. So Nova Scotia is going to take the win. Dylan wins it back to back wins for Nova Scotia, and Dylan won them both.